Welcome to Spicy Town. Today I want to talk about charities and how they work, what you do, why you do it. I'm having one on the 20th, so it's kind of important, I think, to talk about right now, kind of get you into it. So for charities, I've enjoyed doing many in the past. I've been doing them since like 2018. I checked on the Tiltify website. I've raised like $1,200 total, which is probably super tiny compared to a lot of the bigger charities, but it's just been a lot of fun to host these, play games, and just see, what the community can do. For charity streams, just like any other stream, I think a lot of it is about connection and building that connection in your community, not only actually in your community, but the gaming community as a whole. When I look online, some of the biggest news from gaming comes from different charitable events, whether it's St. Jude's or the GDQ. All of these really big and positive stories happen because of what gamers are able to do and accomplish and bring together. And so by doing these charities, even, these little tiny ones, it's a lot because we're all working together to make progress on whatever we're passionate about. So when you're building those connections, it's all about showing your passions and where they go outside of our little sphere of gaming. What I think makes charity streams different than just a regular everyday stream is that the focus is more on just you, but also on the organization or the group that you're supporting. Marathon streams, longer streams, I think those are more of the focus on charity, though for me, a marathon stream could be 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours. It doesn't have to be a huge 24-hour stream. And I've noticed a lot of folks do charity streams for like a whole month. So you'll have donations and that kind of thing, while maybe focusing on one or two sort of bigger stream events. I usually do one big stream event, kind of make it like this one-time deal, and I try to do them about once a quarter or so. When it comes to picking charities, I think it's obvious. You want to pick something that you're passionate about. Tiltify is a good place to start. You could do searches. You could see what's already out there. And what's really cool is that when you do a search for a charity, let's say Trevor Project, and you can actually see that they have a campaign already ongoing. And so you can support that campaign or actually join with that campaign with your own. And so you can actually be part of a larger group and you can see how all that money sort of comes together to support that organization. In the past, I've done Movember, Men's Mental Health. I've done Autism, MS, Trevor Project. All of these things have impacted either myself, friends, or family. When it comes to donations, Tiltify can kind of handle all of your donations for you. It takes PayPal, credit card, all that good stuff. You never want to accept donations directly. While you may have good intentions, it's just kind of weird and awkward, and it's not really something you want to put yourself in a position to do. Another awesome thing about Tiltify is that you can actually put in rewards and milestones into the program now. You can track it online and see where you're at. So you can add milestones, which unlock a variety of things either in the game or challenges or things for you to do. And then you got individual rewards as well, where if someone donates $1, they get their name as support somewhere. If they donate $100, you uninstall the game. I mean, I do crazy stuff, but there's a lot of different options, and I'd be happy to brainstorm any ideas you have either in comments or just message me anywhere you want. A couple things to remember when it comes to donations. While you can get bits and subs during your stream, and you could offer something for that, you want to remember that you don't want to give anything of value to viewers. No one should be buying things with their bits or subscriptions. Giveaways are fun, but just remember that it needs to be available to everyone at no cost. Otherwise, that way you can avoid gambling and that kind of thing. If you do want to give away a gift card or something of value, just want to make sure that it's available to anyone in chat. I usually don't do that myself, but what you could do is give more chances to someone who's actually donated to the charity. When I decide to do a charity, I usually announce it at least 7 days in advance, and I'm promoting it on a variety of things. Before I get started on that, though, I make sure I have my overlays and everything is good to go. I usually use the overlay in Tiltify to kind of show the progress of the charity, and that's all set up on their website by adding a browser source to your OBS, which there's probably a ton of videos to watch on that. I still do my alerts through Streamlabs. I don't know, it just always seems to work. The Tiltify one, you can't test it live. It actually says there you can't test it live. It won't appear there. So, but if I click this right now, I can see that it works. Once I announce it 7 days in advance, I try to make some kind of post or something every day to kind of hype it up. I use Photoshop. You can probably do a lot of this stuff on Canva, other things for free. You don't really need, I would say, any specific artistic skills. Obviously, big fonts, people could see it in any screen size. The charity, big front and center, so that way people know what it's about. Obviously, the date and times, and then I like to throw like a little hint of what game I'm gonna play, maybe my own little symbol. And then for the background behind it, I actually use Midjourney to just create a random image, just so I could have something that kind of pops in the background as well. So I do a combination of my own art and fonts and text, and just try to put it all together. Post that on Twitter, post that on my Discord, post that in all the Discord communities I'm a part of. Just try to make people as aware as you possibly can. You know, try your best. When it comes to actually beginning the charity, it's important just to remember that it's all for a good cause. Even if the entire stream crashes and burns, it's like, hey, you were trying to do something good. And that's what's really important. Make sure to set up everything up beforehand, make sure it works, test your alerts, test your games, make sure your software and hardware are updated, all the basic steps. Make a checklist. That's what I would probably do, is make a checklist, that way I don't forget. And remember that you're just always trying to have fun. You could get $1, you can get $100. I usually set some kind of really low goal when I first started, like $50 or $100, and every time I beat that goal, that would be like my next goal that I would try to do. So have fun, and as always, stay spicy, my friends.